Hey there, sweet friends. I thought today would be the perfect time to come out here, enjoy my lovely chair, some sunshine, a little bit of warmth here in the winter, and I want to share with you all something I think that a lot of us are feeling, especially this time of year when life is busy. You got a ton going on. You're thinking of the new year, right? You're thinking of things that are coming up and you go, what are some ways to simplify life? Can it even be done? And I'm going to say yes, it can be done, because here are 4 simple areas that you can simplify, that you can make a difference before 2024 gets here. Hey there, sweet friends. I'm Heidi with Heavenly Minded Home, and welcome to our channel. It truly is my heart's desire and our goal here to encourage and equip women all around the world to the glory of God. And we have set the goal going into this new year to hit 100,000 sisters in Christ that are saying, yes, I want to be heavenly minded. I want to be investing in the eternal. So if you want to join me and the 57,000 some odd of the rest of us, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as we have many exciting things that we are working on in this upcoming year, that truly the goal is to be lifting you up in your walk with the Lord. And so today I wanted to talk about some ways that we can simplify life, and you can do this before 2024 gets here. And so I'm so thankful to Yitahome. They sent me over this chair, and y'all, I am all for ways to simplify and to seek the lovely in our lives in all ways that we can. And so having some sunshine today, you guys are watching this video, when you see it come out, I will have just had surgery, but I'm kind of pre-recording a few up. So getting some peace, some simplicity, some beauty here in my day, in my amazing chair. I'm all about it. So let's go ahead and dive into the top 4 ways that I would recommend you could really start simplifying your life before 2024 gets here. Now, the first way that I think is so important, and probably what a lot of us think of when we're talking about simplifying, and that would be to simplify the excess stuff, right? What is that stuff that is just overwhelming you? It's maybe making you a little crazy, right? That clutter that just creates chaos in your life. I think if we're being honest, most of us in the Western world will say that we have too much stuff. There's just too much of it. And it's not that there's anything wrong with possessions, right? Because things are useful for different things. But I think where it really gets us and becomes overwhelming is when there's just too much of it. You're constantly shuttling it around. You're constantly trying to keep up with it. You're tripping over it. You're trying to organize it. You're always trying to do something with it. And it just is making you crazy. If you want to simplify before 2024, then guess what? Set a goal for yourself. Say, hey, every day I'm going to walk through the house. Maybe it's just a little like Walmart, like shopping bag that you use to collect stuff in. Maybe it's a big full like trash bag. Maybe it's a box or a basket. Whatever the receptacle is, doesn't really matter. But maybe you set a goal to say, you know what, every day I'm going to walk through the house. Or I'm going to walk through one room at a time, or whatever you want to do. And I am going to just gather items that we don't need, right? Set a goal for yourself. If you're curious how our family simplifies and how we minimize our stuff down, I'll link it down below. But I wrote an ebook a few years ago. It's totally free. I mean, you can leave a few bucks if you want to, but you can get it for free. And if you want to get that PDF and see the exact system in which I go through to simplify stuff, I will leave that down below. I'll also leave some playlists of ways that I do it and when I've shared videos with you guys. So if you're looking for tips and tricks and encouragement, we have resources for you. Just let me know if you can't find them. But I think being able to, first and foremost, if you want to start living a simpler life and you want to see these things scaled down before the new year's here, you need to look at your stuff. Now, next up to simplify before the new year would be excess obligations. Y'all, every yes to one thing is a list of no's to other things. And I think oftentimes we don't want to tell someone no, we don't want to not show up for this thing, we don't want to, volunteer here, get involved with this. I mean, we have all these things that we feel we should go do, and we don't want to say no, but we're not realizing that every time we say yes to that, it's no to other things. Maybe the no's to being able to keep up on the things you need to at home. Maybe the no is to one-on-one time with your husband, or family time with the kiddos. Sometimes the no is just to your own mental health and peace and rest and just recharging that you need. it's okay to say no. I think it's really important if you want to see this simpler life, this more peaceful life, you want to see this maybe slower pace to your life, you really have to look at all the obligations that you have, all the things that you've said yes to, or your kids have said yes to, your husband said yes to, or whoever said yes to it. You really got to look at those and go, is that yes the best yes I should give? Because it's then no's to all these other things, and are things off balanced here? And if you're feeling like you have a bunch of obligations that you need to simplify, then things are most likely off balance, okay? That's just a quick little cheat sheet there. If you're feeling that weight and that stress, then things are probably off balance, and you need to look at those obligations and reassess them. There's nothing wrong with calling and saying, hey man, I'm in over my limit. I'm sorry, I can't make it. There's nothing wrong with doing that, right? Of course, we want to be helpful and we want to do all the things that we can, and we want to serve the Lord in whatever way He's calling us to, but that doesn't mean that we need to overextend ourselves and just create this state of chaos in our lives. And all of that really does bring us to this point here of just excess busyness in our lives. Especially this time of year. I feel like everywhere you look, it's just go, 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 rush, 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 busy, 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 right? There's so much going on. And I think that's part of what makes this craving for simplicity, for slow living, for just peace and joy and contentment so important. And if you haven't joined us for our contentment study already, I'll link it down below. We've been having a wonderful time together this month, really digging into what heavenly minded contentment looks like. But there's nothing wrong with pausing to enjoy, to recharge, to just simply rest, to soak up the beauty of life. It's really important that we do that. And we can look scripturally at this and dig through and see time and time again where it is so important to be present, to not just be running full speed all the time. If Jesus could take the time to pause and rest and spend time in prayer and soak up the beauty of the world, we can too, guys. And it really is just so important. And I think sometimes, especially in a culture that is just always pursuing busy, 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 it takes someone, which I get it, I can be guilty of this too, but it takes someone to stand up and say, you know what, it's okay to not be busy. It's okay to recharge, to rest. And that's where I'm so thankful. And I do want to tell you guys about today's sponsor with Yitahome, because they have beautiful home furnishings, indoors, outdoors. When they came to me and they said we wanted to work together and share their products, and I was learning about their company and what they have, I said, this is fantastic, because I am all for seeking a lovely life, for prioritizing the things that truly matter, and finding for us, we've really been working hard the past couple months, finding just things in our life, in our home, things that need to be fixed or mended or seen attention to, and finding something that can, if our priority, right, our goal is to live a lovely life and soak up the beauty of what the Lord's given us and really be present with one another and with what God has put right before us. Part of it that's kind of helpful is, yes, having the things to be able to gather and do that, to host church family, to have people in, right, to be together with our kids and me with my husband. And so when I saw this beautiful egg chair that can fit 2 people, oh yeah, I was like, yep, sign me up. I absolutely am so excited for this. And again, they have amazing home furnishings. You guys have to go and check them out. I will link everything down below. So if you are looking for something that, could be something that could truly serve your family, you have to go check out Yitahome. Again, they have just amazing, amazing products. And so I loved finding this egg chair here. I've been seeing them, of course, everywhere. Everybody has one of these things, and they're so pretty, and I've always wanted to get one, and we just never did it. But the fact that this one is so big, I can sit down. The kiddos, we've been loving, we've had a little bit of sunshine. They come out, they curl up on my lap, we sit here and we can read a book or just be talking. We've got our sheep and everything out grazing on the pasture, and I'm like, man, I just turn the chair around and sit here and get to enjoy our little sheeps, and really just taking this time, coming out here to just enjoy some fresh air, especially in the winter time, right? Get a little vitamin D, sit down in Bible study with a cup of tea, and just kind of enjoying the beauty of life and having some things that really just help that, I think is a wonderful thing. So again, thank you to Yitahome for sending this chair over. I absolutely love it. If you guys want one, I will link it down below, but be sure to go over and check them out as they have some amazing products that, again, if you're in need of something and that can be a help, then absolutely, I want to pass that on to you so that way you can enjoy it. Thank you, Yitahome, for sending this over, for just making amazing stuff to help out some of us who are on a little bit of a budget, but trying to put together, you know, some things that are, you know, work well for us and serve a purpose while being lovely all along the way. Now, last but certainly not least here, can you hear my wind chimes? That's not my point. I love sitting out here and listening to my wind chimes. Don't you just love those little beautiful things that they're simple, they're not extravagant, they're not crazy, they're just beautiful. Like sitting out here, swinging away, listening to my wind chimes. My sheep are over there. Perfection. Which leads me to my point, my last point here. Sorry, I got distracted by the wind chimes, but excess stress. I think it's so important to pause periodically in life and go, what is stressing me out? What are those things that are keeping you up at night? They're just always on your head. You're thinking about them. You're worrying about them. Like those things that are just overwhelming you and making you bonkers. Come on, it happens to all of us. I think that we need to do this regularly, but especially before getting into a new year, I think it's really important to pause here and go, maybe it's time to reevaluate. Maybe it's time to start being intentionally prayerful at a year of changes ahead. Now, this has been something our family's been doing a lot, where we've been looking at this and going, what in life do we need to focus on? What do we have going on? What do we need to maybe reassess? Maybe change the way we're doing some things. What are those things that are just stressing us out? They're overwhelming. It's just, if I could shake this and drop it off right now, I would in a heartbeat. What are those things? And maybe let's go into this new year being a little intentional in our prayers and truly seeking the Lord to say, what direction has my life been going? And Lord, is that really where you want me? Is that really what it should be? Or do I have some changes up ahead? I'm reconsidering that, and I highly recommend you should too. So friends, I hope that this can be an encouragement to you. So if you found a little encouragement, you're looking at some of these points going, I think I see some change in my future. I need to simplify some of these things. Be sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with another sister in Christ who could be encouraged by it as well. And again, if you want to join us here for this big goal of hitting 100,000 sisters in Christ that are saying yes, encouraged, equipped, heavenly minded, investing in the eternal, sign me up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you turn on the little bell notifications, you'll see our videos as they come out. And I'm telling you, we got some exciting things. I am pretty just, I don't know, I'm just feeling so renewed to connect with you all and to work on these things together in this beautiful community. So I love y'all. Y'all are amazing, and I hope genuinely that this helped you a little bit today. It encouraged you. If you're looking for some lovely items for your home as you're trying to reassess and simplify and maybe focus in a little bit of a different direction, be sure to check out Yitahome. I will link them down below. Their stuff is absolutely wonderful. Their customer service has been fantastic, and I hope that it can be a blessing to you and your home like it has been to me and my family. Otherwise, I'm going to leave you out the little something that I think is going to help you along these lines, and be sure to get my ebook down below if you would like some steps to help you minimize the stuff, cut out the chaos of clutter in your home. Otherwise, I'll see you all right back here tomorrow. Bye, friends.